Hello! So today I have for you the first of one of my Christmas videos. I know it's not even Halloween or Thanksgiving yet, but when you're crafting and you're making Christmas presents and crafts, you have to have time. So I'm going to share with you a little tag. Well, it's kind of a large tag, and I really liked it. I also made some that were not Christmassy, so you could turn these into non-Christmas tags and make them birthday tags or whatever you want to. But I'm going to make mine Christmas so that I can give them as a gift. I'm going to make a set. And the great thing about these tags is if you don't want to put a second tag in them, you could put a gift card in them, or you could put another tag and a gift card so that you can put who it's to and from. Anyways, I used a Christmas paper pack that I had from last year because I have not bought any new ones yet, and I wanted to make these. So I'm going to share with you how I made it. It's simple, it's easy, and it's very fun. And I thought that you could give them as a gift, or you could put gift cards inside of them, or you could put cash inside of them and hang them on a tree, if that's how you give gifts, or you could give them on a present as well. So let's get right to it. To start off, you're going to need a piece of paper that is 4.5 by 8.5. Okay. And the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to use red for this one. My other two I did black, but I just wanted a different color for this one. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a score mark at 5.5. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch and 4, which is essentially 1/2 inch on both sides. And then, so if you would rather just turn it over, you could do it at 1/2 inch on both sides. That's going to make our finished tag size 3.5 by 5.5. Okay? So once you do the scoring, all you need to do then is do a little bit of trimming, and I'm just going to trim with my scissors. You can easily do these with your cutting board if you want, or your trimmer if you want to. I'm just going to use scissors because for me it's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to trim. And when I'm trimming so that I'm cutting the whole score mark off. So I'm cutting the score mark now is on this flap. So there's no score mark left on here because I want to trim it just a tad smaller so that my pocket will be able to wrap around. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, so there is that. Simple, easy peasy, and then we just fold this up and wrap these around like so. And then we're just going to stick some adhesive right on to our pocket. Stick it down. And then if you wanted to, you could easily, if you're not going to like stick it to a pocket or stick it to a present or something, you could cover the back of it with a pattern paper. I didn't. I just left it. And then what I did to make my corners is I just lined it up with a tag that I had, a pre-made tag, because I always have problems making these the little tag marks, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but I generally have issues with that, so I just use a pre-made tag. And there we have our tag, essentially. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put down our pattern paper. And that's going to go right in there, and it probably would have been easier if I put it down first, but I forgot. So I'm just going to attach this right to the inside, like so. Just gonna slide it right in there. and adhere it. There we go. Simple. And then we have this piece of paper that we're just going to attach to the bottom, and I cut it a little too big because I didn't know which one I was going to use. So I just cut them to the same size. So we just trim a little bit of it off. And then we can stick that on there. And you can see how easily you can put together these, and then now I'll have a set of them that I'm going to give as a gift. There we go. Okay, then for the top, I wanted to put on a hole reinforcer. So what I done is I cut a circle. I just used a die that I had. I have a circle die, and I just used the smallest one because it was the smallest circle I had. I have a hole punch, or a circle punch, but it was a little too big. It looked a little awkward. So this one is still a little bit bigger than I would like, but it's going to work. And I cut it out of glitter paper. My other ones I cut out of red glitter paper. See if you can see the glitter. There we go. And this one I just cut out of gold glitter paper. And then I'm going to take my hole punch, and I'm going to punch my hole there. And for this one, I wanted it to be just a gift card holder. So I have pre-made a little tag that I'm going to attach right to there too. So for this one, I'm just going to punch a little hole. This is just a die that I have, but it's very easy to cut it out. Just a little tag. And then I have some seam binding here. I'm just going to poke it through here. And actually, I'm going to tie it in. Whoops. I'm not going to do it this way, I don't think. I think I prefer, for this one, I'm just going to put one side through. And then I'm also going to put it through my little tag. Maybe. There we go. Pull it through. And then I'm going to tie it in a bow. And I did take my seam binding and I wet it. I sprayed it with water. And I sprayed it with a little bit of shimmer mist. And I'm actually going to put a knot in it. There we go. And then we just tie a little bow. Work the bow a little until it looks like you want it to look. And then when you have it how you like, then you can trim your tails if it will cooperate with me here. There we go. Trim those tails off. And sometimes when I'm using seam binding, I put a little bit of glossy accents or some sort of glue on the edges of the tails to keep them from fraying. There we go. So now we have another tag that we created. And then in here we can just put a little gift card. And there we have a set. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I will see you all again very soon.